I'm Natalie. So it's quarantine, and we just thought, like, this world is mean, man. Like, and being a girl is hard.
It's very cruel.
It's so hard. We were talking about, like, just how mean girls are to other girls. So we're like, let's make a video. Why not? So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna...
Yeah, so we like wrote down some things that we felt was important to address because there's so much of it going on and it's just like not right.
Yeah, especially because, like, since we're in quarantine, everyone is on their phone like 24/7, and I just feel like it gives so much room. Like on TikTok, I feel like the comments on like any girl's video are like, "You look stupid," like you're an idiot. It's
Or,
like, come on.
Like body shaming.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
First of all, body shaming.
Let's
We
start.
are all insecure. All
Put that on a
insecure.
t-shirt.
It doesn't matter if you are 90 pounds or 300 pounds.
Seriously.
Everybody is insecure and your words hurt.
Right.
And it's not okay to tear people down because they are
right.
not
What you...
think is like the ideal image
Yeah.
of a girl. Like,
Right,
you
because
need
it's like, we're all in this together. We all have to go through, I mean, TMI, not really because we're girls, periods, like, we all carry a little bit of extra fat here. Like, I don't get the point of, like, a group of people who are all struggling with the same things to some degree, tearing each other down.
And I know every girl is guilty of this, but like you could be going down your Instagram feed and you'll see someone that you think is so pretty and you will like compare yourself to somebody else. But the reality is that the person you're comparing yourself to has
Compares
probably once
themselves,
compared themselves
right.
to somebody.
And still is, because, like, the grass will always be greener, no matter where you are. A comparison, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. So body shaming is
It's a whole
just
other story. Be proud of who you are.
also
We're made fearfully and wonderfully made.
yes, and everyone is beautiful. And back to the whole your words hurt thing, some people like go as far as committing suicide because they are bullied for the way they look, and it's just not okay. Another thing that we wrote down is pettiness.
There's just no time for that.
Grow up. It's just time to grow up. If you're one of those people who are just constantly petty and just, you know, stirring up drama, you're a child and you need to mature and you need to grow up because no one has time for that.
And honestly, like, I feel like at the root of all of these issues of people that do, like, tear people down and people that are petty, I feel like that's a whole issue of their own problems. Like, that just screams, I'm not happy with myself. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Like, you get satisfaction almost and like,
from tearing other people down.
right, or acting like you're better than someone. No one is like above anybody else. Everyone is equal, and so many people think that because they have a really nice car or their parents are rich or they're skinny and fit and all the guys like them, that they are so much better than someone else.
And everyone's coffin looks the same.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, none of that is gonna matter.
Everybody, yeah. Another thing that we have is unforgiveness.
It just steals your joy. Like, I feel like when people are unforgiving towards others, they're thinking that it's like them being like, oh, I'm protecting myself, or like, they don't deserve my forgiveness, when really all it is you putting yourself in chains to that unforgiveness. Like, it weighs on you more so than it weighs on the other person. And so it's like, take care of yourself.
Set your pride to the side because
Put your pride to the side.
set it over there and get rid of it because you'll never be a happy person if you have so much built up inside of you. And just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to be in that person's life.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Like, forgiving
Right.
someone doesn't mean, like, okay, continue what you're doing.
Forgiving somebody is setting yourself free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really important. We wrote down slut shaming. Who are we to judge, first of all?
Yeah. My thinking is, like, if they aren't a believer,
They don't
they
know.
can't be held to the same standard. At least I think that's correct. I could be wrong. But, like, if they are a believer and you see them wearing something that's a little provocative,
Mhm.
I see nothing wrong in lovingly. That's the key, is, like, where is your correction coming from? Is it love or is it judgment? That makes a huge difference. Oh, what is that one verse? It's like, something without love is...
Wait, I know the verse. It's something like, if you can't control yourself from sexual activities, you are to marry. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, but keep going.
Oh, well, that's just what I thought you were talking about.
No, it's like something without love. Maybe it's not even a verse. Maybe I just read it somewhere. Never mind.
If you're in a relationship and you like are in love with someone and you sleep with them and like
Oh,
6 boyfriends later, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and call you a slut because you've been with 6 different people.
Right.
You know, what you do is not my business. But if you're just like, I'm gonna get with 2 people on one night and then tomorrow night I'm gonna be with someone else, like,
At least from my perspective, it's like, if they are a believer, we're called to rebuke, like, anything that goes against God and other believers. So, like, if I were to see you, I mean, you're married, but if I were to see you sleeping around, I feel like it would be safe for me to be like, you're wrong
right.
in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you mean, like, if they aren't believers and they're, like, sleeping around, it's still not my place to say, like, wow, you're trash.
Wallowing over guys and not settling.
Oh, that's totally okay.
And that ties in with knowing your worth.
Okay, this is my area right now. Going through a breakup is hard. Girls,
Don't settle for a man.
know your worth, sis. Know your worth.
And don't settle for someone just because you feel so like lovey-dovey about them.
Yes. If you are left feeling confused by them on multiple occasions, if you get a lot of attention and then like no attention and it goes back and forth, if all he wants you for is your body,
If he doesn't show you off, if he acts different towards you in front of his friends, if he tells you you can't wear certain things, if he talks to you like you are literally dirt,
Yeah.
you don't call someone you care about names. You don't cuss at them. You don't make them cry because you're tearing them down. If you're with someone that does that, you need to get out.
and then even when you are out, even if you didn't have a guy like that, even if you had a guy that was like amazing and it just didn't work out, you feel what you need to feel for sure, but don't think that you lost the best thing that's ever going to come your way, because that's just simply untrue. And you were created as you. Before that guy was ever created, you were created. You had like a whole life plan set out. So the fact that this guy doesn't want you anymore or it didn't work out, that doesn't change that your life is absolutely meaningful and purposeful on this earth.
Someone better will come along.
Exactly. You may think that what you had was the best, but like, that just might not be the case. And if it is the case, then he'll come back at whatever point in time he's supposed to come back. But that doesn't mean that you sit there and you wallow and you like, oh, like, is he gonna come back today? Like, no, girl. You can put all of your effort and energy into trying to understand why the breakup happened, or try to figure out how he's doing and drive yourself mad, or you can take that energy and focus on bettering yourself. So you're better off either way. If he doesn't come back and there is someone better, then you're that much better off because you've worked on yourself. And if you guys are meant to be together and he comes back, you've worked on yourself. So it's like, it's a win-win. Know your worth, know that you have a purpose. Know that this guy does not define you. This breakup does not
deserve
define
to
you.
be treated like a queen. And also, I just need to say this, for all you girls who, and this could go for both sides, if your significant other cheats on you, it was not a mistake.
No, that's a choice.
It's a choice.
That's a choice.
So, before you consider, taking them back or trusting them again, just remember that it was a choice, and if they did it once, they'll do it again.
Yeah. I feel like we might hold a minority stance on that, because I feel like a lot of people are like, they take cheaters back. I wouldn't.
I would never.
I would literally never. Even if someone threatened to like cut all of my limbs off if I didn't get back with that person, I would never.
Right. Like, my husband is amazing. I got so blessed. But if for some reason, someday, he ever cheated on me,
Snip, snip.
it. That's it. No more.
Yeah, that's good.
Was there anything else?
Oh, girl code.
Girl
Let's
code.
talk about girl code.
This is a good one.
Don't go after a girl's man, okay? I dated someone, and then we broke up, and my friend started like sliding in the DMs, and I was like, what, sis? Like, obviously, if him and I didn't work out, there's clearly something wrong with him. But then it's like, so it's like, one, you're choosing someone that isn't great to start with, and you're ruining a friendship.
Or even if you don't know the person and you're not friends, if you know that someone's in a relationship, why are you, like,
Ew.
why would you be that person?
Ew. Don't be
Like,
a homewrecker.
What are you getting out of that? Like, obviously, if he does get with you and cheats on his girlfriend, what makes you think he wouldn't
He's
do the
not
same
gonna-
thing to
right.
you? And it's just like, why would you break someone's heart like that just to do it? Like, some people will sit there for years and wonder, like, why they weren't good enough or what they did wrong. And realistically, they didn't do
never
anything.
about them. Wait, that's another. Oh, wait. This is totally a random thought. I guess it just reminded me. I feel like I've read something that's like how someone treats you says nothing about you and everything about them. So, I don't know. That's just a little tidbit of wisdom. I mean, I guess that goes to a certain extent. You could mess up and you could have been really stupid.
Mhm.
That does require consequences, but like in a large majority of cases, it's a reflection of inward self as to how people treat others.
I've also heard that, like, pay attention to the way your boyfriend treats his mother, because it says a lot about him as a man.
I've heard that too. And I think there's validity to that for sure. But then like my psych professor is saying how like that's a very Freudian thought, and that's like something with the Oedipus complex where like that's basically thinking that whoever you're dating is like dating your mom. So whatever. But he said another way of thinking of it, there's like how he treats his mom, and then there's also, you should pay attention, and I find this one to be even more true, how his dad treats his mom. I think that also, because like that's the image that he's getting of like how to treat
Right.
a woman.
And we are not saying everything we're saying is, like, factual. This is just
Oh, yeah,
our
no way.
opinions.
Yeah, just quarantine opinions.
Yeah, our thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just thought that we would share that with you guys.
Right, like, because being a girl, yes, it's hard. Yes, people are mean, but there are also ways to thrive, and we hope that anything that we had to say,
Help someone.
yeah,
At least one person, hopefully. Or maybe you can just even relate.
yeah.
If you watch this and you related to anything or you agreed on something, let us know.
Yeah. How? Should they comment or should they follow us on Insta?
We will put our Instagram names up here.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Me neither.
I
If we don't know how to figure it out, we'll just put them in the bio.
You're fearfully and wonderfully made. I love you.